Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie, and today we're here with Bookshelf Crawl for August. So this is the TBR game that I started last month, and here we are. Full disclosure, it's the middle of July right now. And I'm filming this because I know that the next few weeks are going to be a little bit crazy between work and the semester starting back. And I just know that if I don't film this now, I won't have time. And then it'll be August and then I won't read anything. So we're doing it now. But it does mean that I can't tell you what I read in July. Hopefully I will do a wrap up of some kind, either here or on my blog. Haven't decided. And I will talk about how I went with this round. It works out okay because I am not doing rewards or punishments yet. But I would love if you have any suggestions of things, as in rewards or punishments, that I could use. I have a couple already, but I'd love to hear if you have any suggestions. So the very basic premise of Bookshelf Crawl is that I number each of my shelves that have books that I haven't read on, and then I roll a 12-sided dice because I have 12 shelves, and then each roll I pick something from the shelf that came up. I have done 8 rolls again. I don't know, I liked having the 8 books to pick from so far, so we're going to continue it. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you which shelves are which. These are a little different to last month because I have been moving things around. But I did also film this after I had already done the rolls, so I kind of knew which shelves I wasn't, they weren't going to come up, so I didn't really bother putting more things on there, basically. So, let's see those. So this month we have a actual physical dice. I don't know where my pretty ones are, so this is from the Labyrinth board game, which is also the box that you are currently looking at. I wanted to make sure that the dice would be in frame, hopefully, with each roll. So let's see how we go. Roll number 1. And I missed the box. Nice. Okay, let's try that again. Roll 1. 3. So roll number 1 was shelf 3, which you can't see, but is this one up here? I think it's F to K. And I decided to go with The Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. I have this whole series. I got it from a little free library. I haven't even thought about reading it, to be honest with you. But I am interested in it, so I thought I don't really have in this stack another fantasy book like this. And the other fantasy that I do have, I don't think is going to be similar. So I thought this would be a good time to pick it up, give it a shot, see how we go. Okay, roll number 2. I don't know if you can see that, if that's just out of frame, but that is a 2. Roll number 2 was 2, which is right above me. This is my A to E shelf. and I decided that this would be the perfect time to slip back into an Agatha Christie. I read one, I think in January was the last time. This is the next one in the Poirot series, and did I say what it's called? This is After the Funeral. And I am getting closer to the end. Got a couple left, so thought that it would be a good time to get into this one and move on with the series as well. Roll 3. Is a 7. Roll number 3 was 7. This is where it gets a tiny bit complicated because I have a series that I want to read, but one of them was on a different shelf, so that's a later roll. But I have Hell in a Handbasket, which is Sin Demons, Book 2 by Mila Young and Harper A. Brooks. This was from, and yes, it is book 2 in the series. I will talk more about this when the other ones come up. Roll 4 is a 12. Whoops, I just rolled it over, but I completely forgot to talk about roll 4. So whoops, but I'm just gonna edit this in backwards. Roll 12, oh my god. Roll 4 was a 12. 12 is my Kindle. So I went through, and this was the last one I picked because I wanted to kind of see everything else that I kind of had, and then from there I would pick something, which is what I did. I ended up going for something completely different to everything else here. I've gone for a nice little contemporary ice hockey romance. This is The Risk by Elle Kennedy, and it is the second book in the Briar U series, which is a spin-off to the Off Campus series. I reread that series in February, and then I read the first one in this series either at the end of Feb, and I've just not gotten to this one yet. I've not heard the greatest things about this series, but I've heard that the kind of next one that follows on is really good. So I need to get through this one first, this series first. Roll 5. It really likes that back corner. Oh, a 5 for roll 5. Roll 5 was a 5, which is kind of cool. I'm not going to lie, I did consider re-rolling this one because nothing on the shelf was particularly jumping out to me. It is this one right here. And there are things like, it's not like I don't want to read the books on there, but there are ones that like I need to read a book in the series before this one or reread, and they're not on that shelf. So I couldn't do it that. So I guess I could have like chosen to put it on there anyway and then hope that I got to the other book in the series. But I didn't do that. I decided that I would just go with a series that I need to finish, which is Scrivens by Catherine Moon. This is book 3 in the Librarian's Coven series. I read book 1 and 2 last year at some point. I don't remember when. But I have this one, and book 4 is here. So I want to finish it so that I can finish the series off. Okay, roll number 6. 7. Okay, roll number 6 was another 7, which brings us back to that series. And I have All Shot to Hell, which is Sin Demons Book 3 by Mila Young and Harper A. Brooks. And that's all I have to say about this one, because roll number 7 was a 1. Roll number 7. That's a 1. Which meant that I could pick up Playing with Hellfire, which is book 1. This was on my reread shelf, which is shelf 1. And so I thought that this would be a good time, since I had those 2 shelf 7s, to continue the series. So I have 1, 2, and 3, and then I think there's another 3 after this. These are all reasonably short, and the first one was really quick to read. The writing is reasonably big, so I think that it will be... I think these will be quick, which will be nice. And I'm really happy it ended up working that way, so that I could take something off my reread shelf and also be able to continue the series it belongs to at the same time. And last roll, roll number 8. Give me something good. 8! 8 for 8. Okay, I'll take it. And finally, we had roll 8, which was an 8. This is my stack here of newly purchased books. I picked this one pretty much immediately, and then sort of double guessed myself and was like, well, I know I have some more books arriving soon. What if I really want to read one of those? But then I was also kind of like, no, I really want to read this one. This is the one I'm most excited for right now on that stack. So we're going with The Sharp Edge of Fate by T.F. Johnson. So I met this author at Supernova in Sydney in June. Yes. And I have been waiting ever since to read it. I'm very excited. It's like just a beautiful cover, and it is about an assassin, and it's just like a really beautifully put together book. Like, I love a book that has like chapter illustrations, heading illustrations, and yeah, very much excited for this one. Even came with like a map, which is like a map that you can take out of the book, which is so cool. And yes, that will be my last book for this TBR. In terms of going forward, I'm thinking, and no one hold me to this, but I'm thinking in September, depending on how I do, I might trial doing either a reward or punishment. We'll see how we go. As I said, semester is starting back up. There's work, and I know that we also have some plans in September, and specifically some bookish plans. So we will see how all of that works out. But would love to hear if you have any recommendations for those rewards or punishments. And I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.